My favorite thing about the 2018 Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400 and there's 60, and now we're gonna break it down. And that's 0. Acceleration, deceleration. It is very well sorted in this vehicle. But then you've got direct adaptive steering, and that is actually tuned well. And with the mid-cycle refresh that we're experiencing right now in this vehicle, I feel like maybe the tuning has gotten better. But again, with this mid-cycle refresh, it's more of a visual upgrade to the interior, just visual changes, a little bit of some upgrades to the instruments here that I'm noticing slightly, but they're not really outright differences. But it's nice to be back in the Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400. 400 horsepower, it's all the power I could really ask for, and I'm having a fun time in it. So we are taking this steady state turn here, 50 miles an hour, and the steering feels direct. Right now, I'm steering by wire. And there's a physical connection between the steering wheel and the wheels when the vehicle needs to be steered when it's turned off. But right now, this is all a by-wire input, and yet I feel very in control of the situation. Am I getting any feel? No, I'm not getting any feel, but I'm getting a good amount of feeling of control at least. Even though I don't have the feel, I'm feeling control. Would I prefer feel? Absolutely. But this is the future that we're dealing with, where cars are going to be autonomous, and you kind of have to make those steps to get vehicles ready for autonomous driving. And we have limitations with the state of technology that we're in, and we're not going to get as much feel as we would have 10 years ago in a G37. But for what they're up against with where technology is going, I am enjoying the amount of direct control that I have of where I need to point the car. Another update for 2018 is the paddle shifters are now steering wheel mounted and not column mounted, so they travel with the steering angle. And so when I'm getting a little spirited in the driving, I know I can always have a paddle at the ready when I want to drive quickly. Now, this is a pretty fun road because I can exploit also a new feature for 2018 that's being dealer installed. If you want an upgraded exhaust package, you can do that, because now what's great about the 2018 car is that you can actually hear it. When I drove the 2017 Red Sport 400 last year, one of my complaints was that it didn't really have any solar character to the engine note. It was giving you all the power you wanted with 400 horsepower with that new turbocharger, the VR30 turbocharged twin turbo V6, but it couldn't give you any sound to match that power and that character that the engine provides with that nice flat torque curve that the turbocharging offers. But now with this exhaust system that we have on it, it's reminding me of the GTR. Let's verify that with a trip into the archives. Oh man. I was just checking there because I wanted to see if it would shift automatically if I had delayed it. So yeah, if you don't shift it, then so you have full manual control over the transmission. If you don't shift the car, it'll just bang off the rev limiter. So now we know that. But yeah, we can slow down here and give it the beans. A little bit through this turn, just feed it through. And it's a lot of fun. And the car feels planted and stable and very safe, but it's giving me plenty of control through the turns. I feel very confident going fast in this thing, and it's giving me a sports car experience, which is what you want in a sports sedan. So I've always liked the driving position of whether it was the G series of Infiniti or now the Q50 series of Infiniti. I have it all set up, dialed in, and it feels very, very tailored to my body, being 5'9.5", 5'10", if you want to round up. I feel very at one with this cockpit, the driving position. They have an updated steering wheel for this year, so the curvature of the rim for my hand feels very natural, and the seat itself, I'm not feeling any pressure points in the seating, so yep, the comfort's there. It's all the comfort that you would expect in a luxury car, and I'm quite satisfied with that. So as tested, the price for this particular Q50 Red Sport 400 is $59,900. And if I were to option one up, I think I would get it a little bit less option than this one. So the must-have options for me, I like good audio systems, so I would get the 16-speaker Bose Performance Series audio upgrade. They do come standard with Bose, but you can get upgraded version of the Bose audio system, and so 16 speakers and very, very good sounding system. And that's part of a, what is it, a $2,600 package, Brad?
It is $2,650.
Yeah, so that's all part of a $2,650 package. And yeah, I would get that. And then another package that I would have to get is, that doesn't include the direct adaptive steering, right?
It does.
Oh, it does? Okay, yeah, so that's the...
No, that's the proactive package. That's a $2,700 package.
Okay, so the two packages I would have to get, direct adaptive steering and the Bose Performance Series sound system package, whatever that package is called that comes with. Those are the two options I would get. Because with those, then it has everything that I need for the car that I would option, but love how it scoots out under power like that. It's feels like a very light car when it scoots out like that. But the reason why I'm adamant about recommending direct adaptive steer is because the standard steering setup is not communicative. My biggest problem with that base steering system is that when you're going through a steady state turn, you're always having to modulate the wheel in the middle of the corner, and you feel disconnected from what the front wheels are doing, and it's on the verge of frightening. It's like, do I actually have control over the front wheels? So with the direct adaptive steering, that gets rid of that issue. So direct adaptive steering and the Bose Performance Series audio system, those are the two options I would get. I think that would probably keep the car at around 56. So 56 would be the one that I would get.
Plus $950 delivery.
Plus $950 for destination, yes. If we want to get legal here, Brad.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. So we are in beautiful Tennessee, just outside of Nashville, enjoying the beautiful foliage and enjoying the sights and sounds of a very hot Tennessee. But we've got the auto climate control going, and we are nice and isolated from that. But speaking of isolation, Infiniti does claim that they have improved the NVH for 2018, and it's been 17 months since I've last driven an Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400. I wouldn't be able to tell you whether there is a difference at all, to my ear at least, but I am noticing how quiet this car is this year, maybe more than last year. It is quite a quiet and comfortable place to be, and for an everyday driver, it gives you what you need. I would definitely consider this in the competitive set of luxury sports sedans in the, high 40s, low 50s range. So it's definitely worth a look. I think that's all I need.
It's quite verdant.
It's verdant.
Verdant.
It's verdant.
Oh my.
Oh.
All right. Good to go?
Yeah, GTG.
Stop.
I shall stop. Stop.